Hello and welcome to Drama Recaps. Today, we're delving into the 2009 American dramedy, The Joneses. Spoilers ahead. Once upon a time, we find a seemingly ordinary family, the Joneses, consisting of a father, Jones, mother, Kate, and their kids, Mick and Jen. They appear to be the perfect nuclear family, traveling to a prestigious neighborhood to settle into their new home. However, all is not as it seems. In reality, this family is nothing more than a group of marketers masquerading as a family unit to peddle their company's merchandise. Their aim to immerse themselves in their wealthy neighborhood, showcase their lavish lifestyle, and stir a sense of envy among their affluent neighbors, enticing them to purchase the same items they flaunt. Following a long journey, they settle into their new surroundings, poised to commence their covert marketing campaign. Their immediate neighbors, Summer and Larry, extend a warm welcome, awestruck by the Joneses' opulent living conditions. In the stillness of the night, Jones proposes a peculiar idea to Kate, suggesting they share a bed to create a more authentic semblance of a couple. Kate firmly declines, reminding him of their professional boundaries and her seniority in the marketing company, having played roles in 6 previous faux families. Dejected, Jones retreats to another room. The following day starts with Kate distributing daily task lists. Mick and Jen are off to school. Jones is destined for a golf game with fellow neighbors, while Kate has her sights set on the city's most upscale beauty salon. At the salon, Kate is met with exceptional service, largely due to her newly launched, high-end designer bag. She casually makes a call on her top-of-the-line phone, a calculated move to flaunt the device to the salon owner. Impressed, he invites Kate to a lavish party with the salon's high-rolling clientele. This is precisely the breakthrough Kate needed to infiltrate the elite circle and subtly introduce her company's products. The rest of the Joneses aren't faring too badly either. Thanks to their luxurious possessions, they quickly establish friendships, slowly introducing their products after a couple of days. After a month, their supervisor pays them a visit, bringing along the sales report. Kate emerges as the top performer, having driven 20% of the total product sales, while Jones lags behind at 3.5%. Disappointed by his own performance, Jones takes the boss's advice to heart. She urges him to sell not just the product, but the lifestyle it represents. Filled with newfound determination, Jones is set on improving his sales performance. That evening, the Joneses host a grand party, inviting the entire neighborhood, the kids' school friends, and Kate's newly acquired high society acquaintances, in a bid to give their sales a significant boost. In a bid to maintain their facade, Jones and Kate constantly displayed affection towards one another, ensuring their guests believed in their love story. Concurrently, Mick was forging a connection with his friend's sister, Naomi. They found solace in a secluded spot, engaging in heartfelt conversations over shared cigarettes. After the eventful night at the Joneses, Summer declined Larry's advances, too exhausted from the party. She fell asleep, leaving Larry alone and frustrated. The next day, Kate was dismayed to find Jones's sales had not improved. Urging him to concentrate on their assignment, she advised him to steer clear of personal attachments, particularly towards her. The stark difference in their positions at the company made a relationship between them impractical. This upset Jones, but he apologized, vowing to focus solely on his work henceforth. His commitment to his work paid off. Jones amped up his performance, surpassing everyone in sales, including Kate. While Kate was pleased with his progress, she couldn't help but feel neglected as Jones kept his distance. Unexpectedly, while socializing with their friends, Jones took Kate by surprise with a public display of affection. When confronted, Jones coolly explained it was part of their job to portray a loving couple convincingly. Later, during a dinner at an upscale restaurant, an unexpected acquaintance recognized Jones by his real name, Steve. Quick on her feet, Kate dismissed the recognition as a case of mistaken identity, saving their cover. A month later, their supervisor returned with a fresh batch of products for them to advertise. Commending Jones for his exceptional work that month, she gifted him a sleek sports car. As Jones admired his new ride, Mick expressed his own fascination with the vehicle. Larry, keen on showing off his own recently acquired sports car, was disheartened to find Jones's car was far superior. That night, Kate invited Jones to a celebratory dinner at an exquisite restaurant, asking him to behave as if they were genuinely dating. Jones played his part to perfection, causing Kate to blush at his tender gestures and compliments. Beneath the facade, Kate found herself missing the attention Jones had previously given her. While she grappled with her feelings, back at their home, Mick and his friends were partying. Giving in to the pressure from his friends, Mick took Jones's new sports car out for a spin, with an inebriated Naomi tailing them in another car. Unaware of Naomi following them, Mick and his friends left the scene when Naomi's car was hit at an intersection. The following day, Summer was taken aback when her credit card was declined. Unaware of the fact that Larry had maxed out her credit card in an attempt to match Jones's luxurious lifestyle, she was left flustered about financing her upcoming cosmetic product launch party. Larry attempted to soothe her concerns, promising to sort the issue out at the bank. Jones's peaceful day was interrupted by a police officer informing him about Naomi's accident, which was linked to Mick's party. Kate managed to deflect the officer's inquiries by claiming Mick wasn't home. Once the officer left, Jones and Kate reprimanded Mick for his irresponsible behavior. The already tense situation escalated when Jen revealed she had been having an affair with the husband of one of Kate's friends. Overwhelmed by the chaos, Kate retreated to her room. Once things had settled, Jones attempted to console her. Elsewhere, Jen was grappling with a crisis of her own. Her lover broke up with her after his wife discovered their affair. Heartbroken, Jen called Kate asking to be picked up. Meanwhile, Mick decided to confront the aftermath of his actions by apologizing to Naomi. As time passed, the team managed to overcome their individual crises. One morning, Jones's boss offered to transfer him to a different team considering the recent turmoil. Despite knowing that Kate would probably have jumped at the opportunity, Jones refused. His bond with his current team had strengthened, and he chose to continue working with them. Jones's boss warned him not to let his emotions cloud his judgment since the family he had was simply a contrived setup for company promotions. Despite this, Jones chose to stick with his team. A shocking incident followed when Summer discovered her husband Larry's lifeless body in the pool. Overwhelmed with guilt, Jones confessed the truth in front of everyone. He revealed that his family was a marketing strategy by a company to promote its products by emulating an affluent lifestyle. Summer, heartbroken and furious, slapped him and refused his apology. The revelation caused Kate, Mick, and Jen to pack their belongings and leave the home. Struggling with the departure of his loved ones, Jones was left alone, contemplating his decisions. He realized that his actions had caused harm and even resulted in a loss of life, which was far worse than revealing the company's secrets. His boss arrived later that afternoon to fire him, but Jones was focused on one thing: finding Kate, the woman he loved. However, his boss informed him that Kate and the others had been reassigned to a new family in a different city, leaving Jones to find her on his own. Days later, Mick, Jen, Kate, and Jones's replacement were seen greeting their rich neighbors in their new elite residence. Everything was the same, they continued their roles professionally. However, things took a turn when Jones showed up and confessed his feelings to Kate, asking her to leave with him and start a genuine life. Kate was torn but had to refuse due to her professional commitments. As Jones was leaving the house, Mick asked him to return the sports car he had received as a company gift. With calm acceptance, Jones handed over the keys and left on foot. Back inside the house, Jen encouraged Kate to follow her heart after overhearing her conversation with Jones. Torn and speechless, Kate didn't respond. While walking alone, Jones was startled by a car that suddenly pulled up beside him. It was Kate, who had decided to follow him after all. Together, they drove off, ready to embark on a journey to build a real life together.